I'm gonna tell you now. If you don't like spoilers, hit the X. Hit the
Mhm.
X because
You know,
some things have changed in the WWE, and we're here to talk about it. You know what it is? It's Attitude Era Podcast. You know what? HP, you do it. I'm out of line. HP, you do this, then I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna get into it.
Want me to warm my voice up, but y'all know what it is. We have the greatest heel in podcast wrestling today, the most loved, the most hated, the Archie Carter is in the building. And you may have noticed, you probably thought, oh, wait, who's that? Wait, oh, if you have been tuning in, you know this name from the comments. We have him live and in person, all the way from the deep, dirty South. Direct TV. Can I say an affiliate of Pro Wrestling 225?
yeah, I'm pretty much pro affiliate.
He is Pro Wrestling 225 family. All the set design you
Yeah.
see, that's like his handiwork, his designs, his
These
his his,
hands.
his ideas. He builds the sets, he put it together. He's running lights, he's running fog machines.
Uh,
This is the man that
everybody.
makes that happen. And shout out to the others involved, but
Oh yeah. Oh
Direct
yeah.
is
I'm
the
not.
guy.
I'm not alone when it comes to it. But when it comes to like the set and everything, it's like everybody talks about what's your gimmick. I am the set. My gimmick is the set. I am the set.
And on his channel, Direct TV, he does live drawings, and he HP. He might know about more about wrestling than you do.
And, hey, I love it. And I know he's serious when you say it because I can see from his background. You know, most times people do a background check. You ain't gotta pull up no website.
Hey.
You can just look.
Nope. There ain't
My
no
man got a
website. This is no.
GameStop. My
This is
man got
not
a
a fake
GameStop in the
background. This is
crib.
all real.
He got a GameStop in the crib. We're gonna get all into that. Shout out to my guy Direct TV for doing the SmackDown recap with us. And y'all know who that
Yes,
is.
sir.
That is the undisputed podcast champion of the
Of the
world,
world.
King HP. HP, where do we start? Listen, chat, if you've not seen SmackDown, if you don't know, SmackDown
I don't.
already has happened. They're overseas in Germany, I believe. It's already happened. We know what happened. We saw what happened. So if you don't want to know what happened, this ain't the show for you. I warned you. HP, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have to start with this. As you know, tonight was the 3 stages of hell, and I've been itching to do this. I was on the road when it was happening, but I got to do it. A new! Oh my God!
Really?
It finally happened.
Undisputed champion Drew McIntyre has done what I thought would have been the impossible. He is
The
the
Scottish Warrior is your new champion. He didn't do it alone
Wow.
because we had a crazy return.
Of
Jacob
course.
Fatu popped up, popped in the cage, caused some shenanigans, and Drew McIntyre found his way out the cage, and he is now the man that holds the 10 pounds of gold.
So Cody didn't get pinned or nothing. Drew got out the cage.
Got it.
Well, yeah, and it's on account of Jacob Fatu, who was attacking Drew. Cody doesn't like this because he wants a fair, I don't want to. And you better not stop. Listen, the Samoan Werewolf is the Samoan Werewolf for a reason. When he's hungry and he's on the prowl, you don't stop him. Cody goes to stop him because he wants his, I don't need interference. And Jacob, don't put your hands on, gets to fighting Cody. And in this scuffle, Drew seizes the opportunity. He escapes the cage after getting stomped out by Jacob. So
they used to call Edge the ultimate opportunist, but I think Drew McIntyre, I've always said he deserved his moment in front of a large crowd because when he did beat Brock Lesnar, it was during COVID and in the Terror Dome, Thunderdome, whatever that was, with the TV screens everywhere. And he never really got that. Then when he did win, of course, he had to cash in from Damian Priest.
I was pissed on that one.
So
I was pissed on that, because I do not like the idea of ever since even when it first started, the idea of Money in the Bank cash-ins and everything. I was like, come on, just let the guy enjoy the victory or anything or something, or do it like how RVD used to did it. How he cashed in saying I want to cash in on this day at this time. when he did it for that.
So how we feel about it? How do we feel about Cody losing and Drew as the new champ? Again, if you've not seen SmackDown, this is the last warning I'm giving you. Spoiler alert. How do we feel about it, though?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's long overdue. I like long title reigns, but I also like you got to spice it up. And just like pro boxing or UFC, we should be able to look and sometimes feel like, I don't know. This second title reign of Cody has been all Drew McIntyre. He beat John Cena, right? Got his belt back. Then he fought Drew for the title twice, at WrestlePalooza, then on a SmackDown. Then he had a match against one other person. I can't remember who. And then it was back to this with Drew. So this has been really dominated by Drew. And if Drew would have lost, you would have really destroyed the character. Because how many times do you fight the same guy and just can't even get, not even get a win? It also
for real.
opens the door for some good possible. Drew is in a tremendous heel. Y'all remember his 2024 run. With a lot of new call-ups, with a new champion on the horizon, and they announced a little tournament to see who's going to go to the Royal Rumble to face the WWE champion. Now, I don't know if that's still going to be Drew. They still have a Saturday night main event before the.
You think Cody gets his rematch at Saturday night main event?
Probably so. I wouldn't doubt it.
Archie, I hope not. It makes the most sense to do it, but I hope not because it feels like they'll switch the title back. And I don't want that. I want Drew to. I don't know if he can make it to Mania, but give the man some time.
He needs his moment. He deserved it. Drew McIntyre has been cooking for
a long time.
He got fired, I believe, came back, and he
got fired, went to TNA for a good while. He main evented a Bound for Glory. He goes back to WWE, and he won the title. Then he got freaking fucked, excuse my language, but at WrestleMania.
That's where a podcast, baby.
With a T.
Express yourself.
That's fucked with a T. He got fucked.
Yeah. He got fucked.
With a T.
And now he finally beats Cody Rhodes under these kind of circumstances. But hey, at least he's finally wearing the WWE title.
A win is a win, and I think they're gonna let him run wild a little bit. He's earned it because after his feud with this guy last year, Drew's been on the bubble for a while. He's just kind of a victim of circumstance when you have guys in positions, and we've always seen this in wrestling. HP, you got a whole series about it called Near Fall. It's an area in between like lower card, top card. Some mid carders get stuck being mid carders. Drew has been upper mid for years, so I'm glad that Drew McIntyre won. I didn't think it would be Drew to defeat Cody, but I mean, I ain't mad at it.
No, especially on a SmackDown. I mean, when's the last time the WWE title ever changed on a SmackDown?
You're gonna have to go back some time because one, you got Roman who had it for the 4, so it's gonna be some time. You got to go back. Speaking of that, though, with Raw just having its annual or its first ever anniversary on Netflix, and then you have SmackDown to follow suit. A lot of people weren't really happy with.
I fell asleep on it.
And
I was gonna come on Monday, but whenever I was just dozing off and everything, I just felt like I'm not in no position to go live.
It was underwhelming for it to be the 1 year anniversary show.
Totally underwhelming.
I'm like, how can people put themselves through this every week?
Hey,
because I don't watch Monday Night Raw. That was like one of the first few times I watched Monday Night. Like very few and far between, but I wanted to watch it just so I can talk with y'all about it. But I was like, after falling asleep, I was like, how can people put themselves through this? This is like, it sucks ass to a straw.
Trust me. But we'll circle back to Drew and Cody. HP, what else notable? Wait, what do we think next for Jacob, though?
So that's a very interesting storyline. When Jacob left TV, he got attacked. Don't forget, he had the dental issue, but I think that got all resolved with whatever, but he got attacked. We didn't know who did it. He was laid out. He was about to feud with Drew. So all signs should point to Drew. If it's Drew, then it's a layup for the WWE to kill time because they're not going to just put the belt on Jacob just yet. Jacob was really hot. He kind of cooled off. He didn't cool all the way off, but he came down a few degrees, and then he left. So now he's cold.
Well, it makes sense to be Jacob. That way you can still have Drew as a heel. Because if you go, you don't want to flip Cody if they even plan on doing that. I don't know what's next for Cody, to be honest.
I think Cody, to be my personal opinion, you lose a Saturday Night Main Event. Drew tell him to his face, because Drew is perfect for cutthroat lines. Back of the line, Cody. Hey, you know what happens with every good story? If you want to reread it, you go back to the first page. Back of the line. And it's like, what? Cody goes in the Royal Rumble. He doesn't win. He has to start chasing again. And this is a good time to keep him off the belt for a while. You know, just like his first title reign, it took almost like 2 years. He came at 38, lost at 39, won it at 40.
So Cody's definitely in the Rumble this year.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. If he's not, I would be very surprised.
If he's not, that's only because he's fighting at the Royal Rumble against Drew for the title. But if you do it at Saturday Night Main Event, well, now we have something different. But I'm trying to pull up the tournament because I want to see, was Jacob Fatu listed in the tournament? There's some names in this tournament. Sami Zayn is in this tournament. Trick Williams, who we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Former TNA World Champion.
Randy Orton is in this tournament, who we also saw. Now we're going to talk about him in a little bit too.
Randy Orton.
But I think with this, I want to see where they say it ends. It's either the finals take place at Saturday Night Main Event, and it's for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, Cody's not getting another shot. And if he is, it's going to be on a SmackDown.
See, every match you mentioned, with the exception of one, I think would be amazing. Randy, Sammy. I don't know if Trick and Drew will have chemistry like that.
They said this guy is already back at the hotel room, sleeping with the title.
Hey, that's what you do.
You gotta caress it and everything.
Drew is a troll, bro.
I would have drove through that thing, a car wash with the roof on the top front of the car, because I don't want nothing Cody touched.
Give it a good wash on it.
Give it a nice bath.
And Drew just posted.
We got a new champion, and his name is Drew McIntyre.
No longer
it looks good on him, though.
Oh, yeah,
it looks good on him.
Drew McIntyre looks like money. He could be a champion anywhere. He's on that list for me that he can go anywhere and be champion. Yes. He talks good. When he walks in the room, you look at him, he looks like a wrestler. He has when
he was in TNA, he looked good.
His what's it called?
His aura,
presence. Like
his presence, if you will.
So yeah, Drew got it, man. I'm happy for him, to be honest. But people were tired of Cody Rhodes.
I wasn't tired, but if he doesn't win the title back like in the next few months to a year or so, I wouldn't be upset about it. Like, he held the title for a good while, just like Hogan held it for a long time, and Bret held it for a while and everything. So it's like if he doesn't win it back like right away, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, I think because Cody had a 1 year reign already, right? A 1 year reign, and this one was 159 days. I do want to see Drew take on some new challenges. I think Drew is a good speed for the title because one, you know, Drew's going to be there all the time. Drew can have physical matches, technical matches, whatever you want. He can do gimmick matches, but he looks like Cody to me doesn't look the part.
The thing about Drew is you feel like, oh man, he could possibly lose this at any time.
Yeah.
So you're gonna watch it because it's gonna have you like, okay, is this it? Some superstars, when they win titles, you're like, oh, they're not losing this match. Oh, they not. You can kind of feel it, but with Drew, no knock on Drew, but it feels like he has legitimate threats.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember when Edge first won the belt, and then he lost it immediately back to John Cena?
Yeah.
I hope something like that don't happen to him.
Well. Here's some. Let me give you some breaking news.
That's Money in the Bank all over again.
Let me give you some.
That wasn't Money in the Bank. That was
No, I'm saying that would be Drew winning like his Money in the Bank title winning. When Priest cashed in on him, it would be just a short kind of quick turnaround.
So let me give you some. Remember, I talked about this tournament. It's not really a tournament. Let me tell you what's going on. Right?
Is it a round robin?
It's It's 4 matches. The winner of these 4 matches, each winner will then compete in a fatal 4-way at Saturday Night Main Event. Whoever wins the fatal 4-way at Saturday Night Main Event will challenge the undisputed champion at the Royal Rumble. Now, it does say the undisputed champion, so it doesn't say Drew McIntyre, right? So just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the 4 matches, right? And all you need is somebody to win. Each match, right? Randy Orton versus The Miz. This is next week on SmackDown.
Randy.
Matt Cardona. Remember, he retired the Zack Ryder thing. Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams.
I would love to see Cardona win. If Trick wins, I wouldn't be upset, but I would like to see Cardona win.
I don't think Trick loses this soon. That would kill all his momentum.
It would kill a lot.
Matt Cardona, I don't no disrespect to the broski, but it will hurt Trick more to lose than it'll hurt Matt Cardona.
I agree.
And then if Trick and Randy advances, you know, they had a little squabble tonight. We're gonna get to that too.
100%. Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa. That's a 50-50 for me.
Man.
To me, I would go Solo. I think Drew is kind of cooled off. I mean, not Drew, Damian. I think Damian needs to be heated
Probably
up.
Solo, maybe.
Probably Solo. He's got the MFT.
That's a coin flip for me either way.
Yeah. But I would tell you this. I feel like Damian should win. You can't. I mean, Damian's 6'9". He's got the look. He was already a former champ, but neither here nor there. Now, here's an interesting one. Ilya Dragunov versus Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
There have been rumors about Sami in the Royal Rumble.
I don't know who wins that, but that's going to be a hell of a match.
That is going to
be a hell of a match. I'm almost mad that match is happening in the WWE, because in any other organization, you might be talking about match of the year contender.
Yes,
that could have been a good thing in like ROH back in the day when he was El Generico. If they could have something like that, that would have been incredible. But I know those guys are gonna like throw it down ROH style.
I also think they may give them. They're going to be in London right next week or whenever they film it. I don't know, but whatever the case, it's London next week. I do think here are my 4 winners: Randy, Trick. Coin toss on Damian and Solo. I could get that one wrong, but I'll go with Damian. But Solo, Sami Zayn, and I say that because Sami was already rumored. You're going to remember the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
I would have rather seen Ilya and Solo and Sami versus Damian, because Sami, I would have rather seen Ilya versus Solo and Sami versus Damian, only because Sami and Ilya both need wins. Ilya needs a win coming off losing his title, and Sami was just front row at Cena's last match, cutting promos saying, "Yo, I'm going for the title." So they both kind of need to advance, but I would have paired them up differently. But listen, any other organization, this would be a main event somewhere, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They could tear the house down. I literally want to. I might bring back a show here.
I see Sami tear the house down. Literally.
Last time Sami Zayn wrestled.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't remember wrestling post losing title. Not at the top of my head, at least. Like I'm thinking about it. I've seen.
You're talking about Ilya. I'm talking about Sami.
Yeah, Sami lost the title to Ilya, and I don't remember him wrestling since.
I forgot Sami had that title.
I had no idea he had that title.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had it. He was doing the open challenges. He was looking good, having great matches. Ilya took it from him, and then Carmelo just took it from him. And we can get in Carmelo later, but not in pause. But that's kind of crazy. But
hey, no pause in 2026. We said it, we meant it.
Matt Cardona, I feel like I don't know if he signed to WWE or is he still with TNA?
No, he signed. He signed it because he canceled all his indie bookings.
Man,
That's
a big loss for TNA, man. Especially
it's
just
a
going
big
to
loss
AMC.
for the Indies, and I think it's a big loss for Matt Cardona too, because
he was
spent
good for
years getting
TNA.
away from Zack Ryder. You spend years building up your indie god name. You
It's
spend
like
years proving yourself, only to come back.
It's kind of a sellout move if you think
And
about
again,
it.
if he loses,
why?
if he loses and doesn't advance, it's just I don't know. Money. It had to be money and him working with his wife. It had to be.
I think the second part of what you said, the wife, I think that definitely was I get to be on the road with my wife. And then, everyone comes to that point in their career, they're like, and the money's great, so why not? But to me, I kind of agree with you, Archie. You spent years building this up. TNA, you could be a guy, one of the main staple guys. You always can. You have a look. I get you retired Zack Ryder, but the fact that you have to say it and announce it lets you know the WWE will keep you in the Zack Ryder.
Well, you still look the same. You still have the same gear. You still have the same logo. Only thing you changed was the name. You're still the essence of who you are is Zack Ryder in WWE.
In WWE. And that's what WWE will treat him like. They will use him for good wins. He's going to have a Razor Ramon problem that's not really up to par with Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon got all the big mid-tier wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't win big ones. But he was still putting main event pictures with Ric Flair, tag team against Macho. With Grant. He did all that. You can always put Scott Hall's name up there. Problem is he couldn't win the big ones.
Don't expect him to win WWE World Title.
No, and
I'd say he should be like in that Intercontinental Championship match. But I guarantee you, he may be going back to WWE right now, but I guarantee you, he's going to be in the same exact spot he was before he left.
You mean like Aleister Black and like Miro, Rusev? You mean like
where are those guys? Where are those guys?
Aleister Black was just on TV, but you just said Rusev. Where the hell did he go?
Yeah. Where are they? I haven't seen Rusev. I ain't seen him in like over 2 years.
No, he came back.
He's been back in WWE, but he hasn't been active.
Yeah. He was doing anyway.
Yeah, he came back, man. But again, like I said, and see that's the difference between what Drew McIntyre did and what Cody Rhodes did. When they went reinvented themselves and became something totally different. So when they came back, you got treated differently. Rusev left and came back the same. Aleister Black left and came back the same. Matt Cardona left and came back the same.
Except for maybe a little bit different here and there.
So you're gonna get treated the same. No disrespect to them. I mean, shout out to Broski. I was a hype bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Call Mojo Rawley. Put the hype bros back together. And they can go sit down and do nothing with the New Day and the Wyatt Six. We'll get to that later too. What else, HP?
Yeah, let's go into some Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
We love the Viper. We love Randy. Randy starts to do a promo tonight, but Randy gets interrupted. Randy gets interrupted.
By who?
By Trick Williams. I love what they're doing with Trick. I just am scared for Trick. I'm just be honest. Trick is better than I thought he would be so far. He hasn't done much. He's just done some promos. But really all he's doing is coming out interrupting. He interrupted Sami Zayn. Where did that get him? He had a match with Ray Phoenix tonight. He gets the dub. But Ray Phoenix has been
Phoenix, man. Dang.
Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix should have been where Penta is.
Ray Phoenix.
And I feel bad for Ray Phoenix. However, for Trick, I feel good. But again, you interrupt Randy Orton? Why? And Randy Orton let him go tonight because Trick turned his back to celebrate. And Randy said, normally I wouldn't tell people this, but you don't turn your back on a Viper because that will get you RKO'd. But I'm going to let that one slide. The next time, it won't be me whooping that Trick. It'll be me kicking your ass. And it sent, it sent some good vibes, good promo. Trick could hang with him in the promo, which is astonishing to me. Because if you would have asked me this 6 months ago, I'd be like, Trick's promo sound this, Trick's promo sound that. So far, thus far, in the ring, them lemon pepper steppers that he's using as a crutch.
I hate that.
It's getting over. And that's going to be his thing. The lemon pepper steppers, I look like $1 million. I'm 6'5", 250. I whoop Randy Orton. This ain't 2006. It's 2026. That's what he told Randy tonight.
Yeah, nothing we ain't heard 100 times before.
You gotta ring that bell, brother.
And that's now here's the good part. You put him in there first with Sami Zayn, right? Doing a promo. So if we get a match, Sami can carry. Sami ain't no slouch in the ring. He can make you look good.
No, he's not.
And Randy is the same. Randy had a banger with Javon Evans. Is Javon Evans slouch? I mean, I don't think Trick is a slouch either. I just don't think Javon can do things the Trick can't do. You know, the whole get bouncy and he's an aerial acrobat. But
like
Randy
I said, ain't nothing we ain't seen 100 times before.
So I think it's good.
Trick, Trick will sell merch. Trick will be in some prominent spots, but what he does in those spots is all Trick. Hey, you gonna write your own check, bro. It's on you.
Mm-hmm.
It is on you. I don't want to hear whatever.
Trick Williams to not be wrestling and get a talk show. Welcome to the Lemon Pepper Sessions, where he interviews other wrestlers, because I can see that happening. Miz TV, Walla Effect, Lemon Pepper Sessions with Trick Williams.
Sounds like a bad drink.
Hey,
sounds like a bad drink.
We'll see though. I think putting him in there with Randy is big. I mean, it shows that they have confidence in him. But
the WWE is high on him.
He looked good, but Trick, you need to put some more clothes on, brother. I felt uncomfortable looking at you.
We've talked about this. I told you Trick Williams does not own a t-shirt. This is the one part of the attire I don't think he has. I've never seen this man.
I get it, brother.
He's gonna be like,
you look good. You earned it, but I felt uncomfortable. Only man I will look at and not feel uncomfortable was Norman Smiley. Norman Smiley, I don't know. He just was a cool guy. But Trick Williams is that's a big guy, bro. He's a big guy. So, and I'm just glad Randy doing something. Welcome back, Randy.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Especially being with him being there for all these years is like, it's still cool to see Randy Orton still going after all these years after.
Yeah. See, bro, I would like to see any of these people versus Drew McIntyre.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it all works.
The Claymores, Randy and Drew, Claymores. Yeah, all of it.
I definitely think though, with this tournament / fatal 4-way into this, a great way to get away from Cody, because right now you announce the matches that Sami Zayn Iliad match is like must see TV.
It's gonna be interesting because in these type of matches, you sometimes get that rare winner you would never get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an opportunity for somebody who may not ever get the opportunity again. And Drew versus any of these people is something I would want to see, bro. Drew McIntyre, I mean, he earned the eyes last year with his trilogy with CM Punk.
Yeah, Sami Zayn looks like the likely candidate to come out that fatal 4-way if he can beat Ilya. And again, don't forget the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia. That is very big for Sami Zayn. Typically, when they go to Saudi, they have a big match for Sami. We've even seen where CM Punk came out wearing the Sami Zayn style palace, the writing and all that stuff. So, salute to him, but he's still got to get past Trick Williams, Randy Orton, and Damian Priest / Solo Sikoa.
Hey, well, he's 1-0. He beat Ray Phoenix tonight. Cheated, but he beat Ray Phoenix.
Yeah,
Ray Phoenix.
I got a question. We got Alba Fire, right? She took on Jade. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around. Jordynne Grace. Squash match. Jordan looks good. But out pops Jade Cargill. Girls. Thank you. Out pops Jade Cargill.
Hey, this ain't our normal time. We had to readjust the schedule. They went early in Germany. We went early today, so you know.
Yeah. I was on the road when he was telling me like we're going at 6:15. 6:15. Oh shit.
Yeah, so when I'm hitting cameras and mute, it's because look, but we here.
But we are here.
Jade Cargill.
How do we feel about Jordynne Grace?
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill for the title. and Jordan Grace being called up to SmackDown. Another call up from NXT.
Let me tell you the truth,
I don't
man.
know.
You know I'm the eye test, man. Jordan Grace standing next to anybody, my money's on Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace standing next to Jade Cargill, that just looks a little different.
Talk about
I don't know.
being
I don't know because I didn't realize how small Jordan Grace was until she went to NXT. Maybe the way she was booked elsewhere made her look larger than life.
Yeah, she was big in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just started getting more swoller and swoller.
Yeah, she leaned out, but even then, when she wrestled, she looked like these women in WWE look huge. Lash Legend is 6 feet tall. Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, like these are statues she's never really been next to. So it makes her look a little odd. Mm-hmm. And to say Jordan Grace, as great as she looks, as strong as she is, looks odd is to me, that's the eye test thing. But then again, I was wrong about Roxanne Perez. But then you're either really tiny or you're 6 feet tall in the WWE as far as the women athletes.
She's around the shoulders, a little bit less than the shoulders of Jade Cargill in their face-off tonight.
So really I don't want.
Yeah, I knew she was short, but she's.
It looks away, but
hey, she bench pressed Brian Cage.
But I feel like the strength spots are going to be crazy because we had two of the strongest. But
whatever Jordan does to Jade is going to look nuts.
Yeah.
But I don't see Jade dropping the title anytime soon. They've waited too long for Jade to return. They put too much stock into Jade Cargill for her to not be champion. But they've also put too much stock in Jade Cargill for her not to be visible. I've not seen Jade Cargill doing press runs. I've not seen Jade Cargill doing podcasts. And Jade Cargill, Dominic Mysterio was doing them. Cody was doing them. Jay was doing them. Like for Jade to be the champion and look how she looks and has the draw of the eyes, and her not to be doing press runs, I think is a miss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think maybe it will be short-lived then. I mean, I would not like it to be, but again, when you put her in the ring with a Jordan Grace, I don't think Jordan will take the title off her though, but
not right away.
I think we all know what people want to see, and they're going to hold Jade with that title till Bianca Belair comes back. I really believe that.
Yeah, I think that's but you got to find some opposition for her, and I think Jordan Grace is a great.
She has to wrestle. She's not defended the title.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't
behind every week. She's just jumping
60 days or something. No title defense.
Better get some wins under that belt.
Yeah, that's what's going to call where public outcry starts to be like.
What was the rule back in the day? You had to defend the title every 3 weeks or at every pay-per-view or something crazy?
Something like that.
Time limit, supposedly.
Yeah.
And they actually kind of enforced it to a degree because, remember, they also used to wrestle anywhere between 180 to 240 plus matches a year.
Yeah.
When you Google them matches now, it said LA Knight did 60 matches last year. And he was one of their guys that's prominent.
Yeah.
So the schedule has, like, if you think about it in your city, how many times did WWE come to your city in the last year? I remember they used to come down here.
They're doing like sneaky house shows because I see house shows. I'm like, I didn't know we're doing house shows.
I know AEW would do a New Orleans show like every year.
We used to get multiple WWE through the year. We only get the one Christmas holiday tour.
North Carolina, Louisiana, and Florida used to get all the shows. Because in Louisiana, it was either in New Orleans or it was in like
Shreveport,
ULM, Lafayette, Baton Rouge. Or in Florida, it's Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro. They would hit these states, boom, 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 boom. But now it's like boom, boom, overseas.
Boom.
I don't want to get the cat out the bag, but I got a new near fall coming. Right?
Let it out. Come on, it's the new
year. Let's see it.
I got to talk about it, right? because it's gonna be with this guy. Oh, that's a bad picture. Well, they're all kind of bad because they're grainy from the time period.
That's fine. The mega bucks.
So you got the $1 Million Man, right? And people, we're gonna talk about that because $1 million. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to. What's the point if I'm gonna give the episode away? But $1 Million Man, despite most people say he's never been world champion, but I could give you dates. In a 1 week period, he had 2 title defenses in 1 week, non-televised 2 title defenses. That was damn near standard of the WWE at one point. And they were like, "Yo, under the Vince era, it was just a grind." Wrestlers
freaking grind.
Hogan said he wrestled 800 days.
So when you look at the records and they're like, "Oh, they get time off," but nobody's happy with the quality of the matches that we're getting. People always talk about botches or bad matches or poor quality or just not.
When they expect they're wrestling like almost every freaking day.
Let's say on a house show, me and D-Rec wrestled on a house show. That was to get our chemistry right because eventually this match would be on a larger card or maybe a pay-per-view, right? They don't get the time to work the match and fix it because let's be honest, the same cities get the same matches, and that's how you work through it. But they don't get that. They're working it out in real time on live TV. That's why a lot of times what we see is like
not good. Hey Archie, you know what's funny you say about that? WrestleMania 10, Shawn versus Razor. You know, it's probably one of the best ladder matches ever. People think it's the first time. They actually said that they didn't really get a chance to really talk, and they said, "Hey, let's just do what we do on the road." Because they had wrestled so many times on the road in a ladder match. They took parts of what they did in every city and put it all together for Mania.
But see, even if you don't do that, you do what Flair Steamboat did. Flair said they wrote every move and every moment of that match out. And you can tell because people say it's the greatest wrestling match ever.
It
was one of them, yeah.
They said everything that happened, they wrote step by step, move by move out, and they executed it. So just a different thing. If you will. It's a different thing. What else happened tonight, HP?
Shoot, man. That was almost all my notes, but you got Julia with a win.
Shout out to Julia.
Shout out to exactly. That's how it feels like with her U.S. championship. Because again, it's. I think a lot of these champions, Archie, you said this about the titles don't really feel, they
don't feel special.
No, I think I said this once. Like, there should be like at least 5 or 6 championships in the whole company. They gotta have a world title, a U.S. title, a TV probably, and definitely tags, and probably a cruiserweight / junior heavyweight, and 1 women's championship. And because everything else is like you said, it just feels so.
I think Drew's feels special now because we wanted Drew to win, and we want to see what's next. I think Drew's feels special. Outside of that, I mean, even Punk. I don't know what's next for Punk, right? It's
Punk.
AJ Lee came, and I told you she wasn't going to be around, HP. I told you that.
That's crazy. She's on the full-time contract.
See, the WWE messed up when
AJ. What has she ever done?
They let the wrestler become bigger than the title. This is the one thing they regretted with The Rock. The Rock became damn near bigger than the company when he left. They suffered. The past 2-3 years of wrestling hasn't been about the titles. It was about Cody's story, which led to the title. It was about the Ula Fala. That's not a title. It's about the title of Tribal Chief.
The bracelet.
That's not a title. It's about the bracelet with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. It's not about the title. So titles have been secondary for 3-4 years in the WWE. And that was the thing you wanted. I want a title shot. I'm fighting to be a champion.
That's what it should always be about. Like, you gotta have 2 guys. They want to be champion. Let's find out who's gonna be champion.
And it's just not special. And then you throw tag teams together who don't stay together. You have people turning heel, turning face, then people off TV. It's damn near continuity issues from week to week. It's like they don't remember they're shooting weekly episodic TV. Like, this is going to connect to this.
Yeah. But it just seems to them it's like nobody's going to remember that. Listen, it's going to be different every week. It's going to be different every week for It's a clusterfuck. Creatively, it's a clusterfuck. I could write something better than this.
We write it every time on Editorial Podcast, but
and that's what I think is the horror of WWE right now.
I'm so glad I don't watch the company.
Belts, but I think
wanted to be champion, bro. That was it. Like even in like New Japan, those secondary titles and trophies, bro.
Oh, they made them. They made it.
If you get that tied to your name and your legacy, you're like a god, bro. The G1 tournament, just advancing in the G1, just getting a win in the tournament.
The G1 is like one of the best tournaments I've ever seen.
It's
and when they win a title, they make it matter.
Yeah, they always make it matter because your life changes, and that's the difference. Those people in other companies, titles really mean something. Like especially New Japan, like you're a legend. You're stamped in
New Japan, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Noah, all those companies. In All Japan Pro Wrestling, you win the championship. That's the Triple Crown title. Now the legendary Triple Crown title.
And Tokyo rest. If you just had a match in the Tokyo Dome, like dog, I got a song about it.
You made it. You made it. You in Tokyo Dome, you made it.
Titles are secondary. Are you selling merch? Do kids like you? Cool. You good.
That's what I love about Japan wrestling, like New Japan and all those. That's what I love about it. Like they treat it like a sport, and they treat it seriously, you know.
And the fans treat it differently too. I think
a whole
Jay White. If you know about the Jay White and Okada rivalry, Jay White, man.
Jay White was good, but I'd say the Tanahashi Okada dude was really good.
What he did to the crowd, how he got them to break the tradition. Oh yeah, chanting and stuff, yo. Those people, they don't hijack shows. They're there for the theatrics.
I love it. I love that about them. Yeah. Even when the Bullet Club first started, and they just started roughhousing everything, people were just booing the shit out of them.
Okada.
Okada.
There's some people who are WWE lifers. See the dropout, but the world of wrestling is so big and broad, and it's something for everybody in there. So my favorite wrestlers aren't even WWE superstars.
Mine either.
So, but I got my favorites in WWE. They're in there. But it's a mix, though.
My favorite ones in WWE right now are pretty much guys that were famous in like other companies like TNA, New Japan, ROH, things like that.
And that's why I think AEW is missing, because they have legit legends.
Yeah.
Jay White, Okada, Minoru Suzuki, like
Cody they don't got Minoru Suzuki.
Kenny Omega. He was
there. Minoru Suzuki's in MLW.
No, he wrestled in AEW a few times.
I saw him. Yeah, he was.
What I'm saying is they have these legends come in, and that company should be through the roof. But you know what you know. So.
They have become PWG with a high budget.
It's like a buffet, man. Try something new. You can't eat chicken tenders your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Chicken tenders are delicious.
You can.
They delicious.
Chicken tenders are delicious, but I like to change it up a little bit. Like change it up like every 2 or 3 weeks.
Get you something else, man. Anything else, HP? You got any shut the F ups this week?
Yes. Let's talk about it.
I got one. You want me to go first, or you want?
You go first.
All right. Speaking of AEW, man.
Hold on. Let me start the pennies.
Let's hear it.
No disrespect to nobody that ever wrestles in the ring. I know we all got to do what we got to do for that bag, them coins, what the kids say now, that money on. But Mike Santana, I'm going to need you to shut the F up. And I'm just saying this as a wrestling journalist and a human being, because as a fan, you see it. I got the Mike Santana AEW collectible, so I'm a fan of Mike Santana. But I have a thing about wrestlers, and I have a list. Braun Strowman's on that list. Ryback's on that list. Love you, big guy. You tune into the show, no disrespect. Matt Cardona was on that list. Now Mike Santana's on that list. Mike Santana sat down recently and said, I was in a company, cut a promo, about to wrestle for a title. He said, I was in a company that was draining me of my talent and making me hate wrestling, pretty much, right? We know you're talking about AEW. You know why? Because I got the figure, Mike Santana. I'm rooting for you. Here's the thing. What I know of AEW is the wrestlers have a lot of freedom over their stories, over their looks, over what they do. Mike Santana, you're good in the ring. You might not just have been good at that part of it because you were positioned well in AEW. You're part of the Inner Circle. You're part of Proud and Powerful. You were always an upper mid-carder, got TV time every week. I don't like when people break up in relationships and start dogging their partner, right? Don't do it because you weren't complaining when you were on TV every week. You weren't complaining when you were getting action figures. You weren't complaining when that direct deposit hit and it said from AEW. So don't complain now and bash the company because you're not there. Because ultimately, what I say, HP, people always come back.
Always come back.
Mike Santana, but I also believe in if you burn the bridge, burn it forever. That's just me.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Mike Santana, I'm gonna need you to shut the F up respectfully. Because bashing somebody or a company that you're no longer with because you're no longer there is corny. If you felt that way then, you should have said it then. But no, you didn't because you needed that check. So, respectfully, Mike Santana, silencio, por favor. From a fan. No shade. No shade.
Yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna slide these pennies back.
Y'all might have me in the video game department, but my action figure game is crazy.
Man, this guy continues. I gotta find somebody different. This guy continues to come up, and I hate that it is always him. You know what I mean? But hey, if you're gonna talk, we're gonna listen. Bruce Pritchard, shut the F up,
please.
What did he say? What happened?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is the third time this month, and the year just started, Bruce Pritchard has been told to shut the F up on Attitude Era Podcast.
Yeah.
He's the first inductee in the Shut the F Up Hall of
Fame. 100%. So Bruce Pritchard has earned this Shut the F Up. So Bruce Pritchard has gone on to say that WWE limits their PLEs to 4 or 5 matches because longer cards, 10 matches or such, right? We'll just use that for example. Causes viewers to forget the earlier moments. Usually remember only the main event, which is why WWE follows a less is more approach for its PLEs. Show me where this has worked.
No.
I don't want to hear about the labor pains. I'm going to say, show me the baby, right? So you can tell me so many WrestleManias, and typically it's almost not the main event that catches the eye. Shawn Michaels versus Taker has never been the main event. You know, Bret Hart versus Steve Austin was not the main event.
Even Bret and Owen wasn't the main event. That was the opening match.
So exactly. So these are my points. When you put on quality, people remember that. And you guys doing 4 or 5 match PLEs, I get it. You are in a company. You are a company guy. You make a company figure. I get it. But again, and I said this earlier today, you can spit in my face and tell me it's right. I'm not going to believe all that. I know spit when spit flies. This is spit, okay? You guys are doing 4 and 5 match PLEs. Let's go back to when Hunter first broke that down, comparing themselves to AEW, saying we don't need to do all these matches on the card. A lot of them are a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. He didn't mention because people only remember the main event. No, I remember Randy Orton RKOing Seth Rollins out of the sky. You know, people remember Sting versus Triple H. What was the main event again? Right? So stop with the BS, right? We're all adults. If we're talking to the kids, say, hey, for the children, we like to keep it short. Give us quality. We will remember.
Always want quality. Quality trumps all.
Remember that, okay? Good storylines are even better when it's mixed with a match with quality. Chef's kiss. WrestleMania 40 is one of the best main events in a long time because that story was crazy and it really did culminate with the way it should have. But outside of that, brother, no, 4 and 5 match PLEs, you have made the titles irrelevant by not defending them on PLEs, so they become relics.
A lot of people irrelevant.
relics of sideshows, champions who have been forgotten, and it doesn't build to the ultimate payoff. So please, Bruce Pritchard, shut the F up with this. Just call it like it is. Say what it is. We're not done.
It was over the past few weeks. He said Attitude Era wasn't that great. People just remember what they want to remember. Then he said Jim Johnston, all his theme songs eventually start sounding like Bam Bam Bigelow, and he wasn't him. And now he's saying this.
Really? Now
I think Bruce Pritchard is trying to change the narrative, because one thing Vince McMahon said was he didn't say people remember the main event. Vince said people remember the finish. Two totally different things. So yeah, Bruce Pritchard has been glazing TKO hard. So,
and again, he's the company guy. He's got to peruse this and go over this. There's been some numbers that come out recently, as you've been maybe hearing rumors. WWE looking at being sold to Saudi Arabia because TKO was already in the hole before the acquisition of WWE. So keep your eyes for that. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. The numbers don't, bro. I'm gonna be honest. When you owe money, what it do? Cause ticket spike prices. Wrestler,
it all makes sense.
They went through people's schedules. They started cutting people. He ain't cutting pie. Blah 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 blah. And they started letting people go. That a lot of people felt like, why? You could.
I got a couple more shut the F ups real quick, and we're gonna touch
on this. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me slide the panties to the side.
I work with one of the best wrestling organizations in the South, Indie Game. My man D-Rec works there as well. So this is not directed to anybody there or directed to anybody don't apply to. But there's a legend in the South growing right now. His name is Suge White. If you don't know this man's work, you should get familiar with him. Suge White said, if your promo is longer than 60 seconds, I'm not listening. It's too long. And you know what, Suge White? I 1000% agree with you. A lot of these indie guys with these promos, y'all need to shut the F up. Just period. And Nikki Bella.
I was about to come back.
Come on. I mean, Nikki Bella went on a live broadcast on ESPN, I believe, right? During the football game, sitting down with the commentators, and she said wrestling was predetermined. Nikki.
Yo.
HP, you want to finish this? Because we talked about this earlier.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted because I just heard Paul Heyman talk recently about I'm from an old school where we don't give this stuff out. This is why. So when I hear Nikki Bella talk about the football game, who's been involved with a younger star who's an NFL, you know what I mean?
This is another story.
But you say this, when you say it just discredits. It's not about what we know. It's about what you just let us know. And tell we know we've seen Unreal. We've seen behind the scenes. People know about wrestling. There's a lot of young kids that watch it that still haven't learned. They still believe in Santa, Tooth Fairy, and all that, blah, blah, blah. But when you say it, it just takes the wind out of the sail. I've never in my whole life heard a wrestler come on TV and say something like that. I've seen wrestlers catch hell. Vader got locked up overseas.
Bro, Bret Hart came on this very podcast.
He yanked up that announcer. I remember Roddy Piper and Bill Meyer and
Bret
with
Hart
Sting
came on this very podcast and said when him and Owen was beefing, they didn't even talk to each other. It was Christmas or Thanksgiving, and they didn't even speak at dinner. Natty Neidhart recently co-signed that story, but Bret said that here first. I never heard that before. Bret said that Ric Flair, when Magnum TA was in his accident in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ric Flair said, I had to sneak through the hospital through the back door with my face covered up to go see him because we didn't break kayfabe. And that's my point with Bruce Pritchard. It's not what you said, it's who say it. Bruce Pritchard is one of the most credible voices that was in WWE then and now. So if he says it, he might sway some people. Nikki Bella, love her or hate her, she's credible. Hall of Famer, multi-time champ. So if she says this thing, people are going to believe it, and some people might not know. Even the football announcers was like, whoa, what are you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yo, my man, who's my man that Corey Graves is mad at?
That's a lot of mans.
I know. He does the podcast. He had the fight with Gunther and got put to sleep.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee tried to pull the reins back. When Pat McAfee tries to stop you from saying what you're saying, and you're the wrestler, the Hall of Famer, over a decade in the game, that's sad. Yeah. It was like, hey. One dude even tried to throw shade at her and was like, "Who's your favorite wrestler? John Cena?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you think of the John Cena? Shut up, Nikki Bella. That shouldn't even slip. When I can watch old school wrestlers who have gone to court, taken charges, been overseas and got locked up, they don't give away the sauce, even if the whole world say.
I remember being a kid and they had that masked dude come on TV and he would show people how you do magic tricks. But then they also had the one where the guy was showing wrestling moves off, and people were mad about that. People might say kayfabe is dead, but it's not, because you still have to. You don't want to know how the hot dog is made. Throw your little mustard, ketchup, or relish on it, and eat the hot dog, bro.
You remember Hogan choked out my man from Law and Order SVU? Mr. T was like, just hold him in that hole for a second, Hulkster. And
man, where's my man who slapped the report? He's like, is that fake? Is that fake?
Dog.
I loved it. I love that.
That might have been Vader overseas when he was in Saudi Arabia.
It was another guy. This guy was a top draw at the
That
time.
was Dr. Schultz. Schultz.
Magnum,
Dave Schultz.
Not Magnum. The blonde hair dude.
He looked like Sid a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Schultz. It was Dr. Schultz or something.
Yeah, he said that ruined his career.
It did. It did. It definitely did.
That's why when I used to see Macho Man on Arsenio Hall and he had his gear on, I was like, yo, that dude just go out the house like that?
Big Boss Man almost got into it with Arsenio Hall. And rightfully, Arsenio Hall was so Slick went on there with, you remember the tag team of Akeem and Big Boss Man.
The Twin Towers.
And Arsenio Hall was like, and him, and he was like, he's from the deepest dark. Talking about Akeem, aka One Man Gang.
We were just with him. He was at our last Pro Wrestling 225 event.
Yep.
I
love that dude.
He's from the deepest, darkest parts of Africa. Hey, Arsenio said, hey, what parts of Africa? Big Boss Man ended up getting offended because he could see where this was going. You went about to break K, and hey, Arsenio had to fall back.
It's a thing, bro. It's a thing. You know why restaurants don't let you see in the kitchen? Because you don't want to know what's going on in the kitchen.
Exactly. It's like what Simon Phillips said once. There's not enough gatekeeping in wrestling. I think there needs to be. So there really needs to be.
I dig it. But yeah, I think that's it. SmackDown was a pretty good show. I got it rated a little 6.5, 7. Yeah, protect the business, protect the brand. Let's see. HP,
I got one.
Let's see before we get up out of here. Direct TV. I know you just got the newest drawing on your channel. The speed drawings. Those are dope. Whenever you send them to me, I check them out. You got anything you want the people to know about?
Just subscribe to Direct TV. I do arts every week and everything. And sometimes I'll talk video games. Sometimes I'll do a ranking video. I got some ranking videos cooked up in my head. And I even did a ranking for every WrestleMania and every Starrcade and Bound for Glory last year. So if y'all want to check those out, y'all can. I even talk about stuff like how TNA is WCW, WCW is TNA. Y'all want to check that out, y'all can. And I do got one. Shut the F up. I got just one. I just got one.
All right.
To anyone that ever thinks that Sting is not in top 20, shut the fuck up. That's it.
And that's the bottom line, because Direct says so. HP, before we get up out of here, I know you're getting on the road in the morning. That's another reason we both got on here early. We got some traveling to do. HP, you got anything going on you want people to know about?
Yeah, as Hall Priest Universe, keep tapped in. Go ahead and subscribe now. We're about to relaunch, and you're gonna see some new faces, some little faces. Maybe you've seen them before. I don't know. Compare the Contrast is coming up, or just the tracking. I'm sorry, is coming up, and you'll see a lot of like 90s stuff. We're still doing movies and entertainment, but you will see a lot of It'll be a very welcome to the Hall Priest Universe. Is all I'm
welcome to the Hall Preezy Universe. And y'all know me, man. Tomorrow, New Orleans, Louisiana. I will be in the building for Fan Expo with Mr. Never Seen 17. John Cena, my homie Direct TV might be popping up as well.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll be podcast will be in the building all weekend. It started tonight, but you know, traveling, getting on the road, family things, couldn't make it tonight. But tomorrow I will be there bright and early, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, ready to shoot some content and hang out with all the good folks in New Orleans.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, Direct gonna be in the building. They actually have some wrestling going on 3:00. Check the schedule. I'll definitely be there for that. And running around, hanging out, man. Fan Expo is a pretty big deal, and we're gonna be there for that. And aside from that, Houston in February, I got the lineup. Anime Verse, we on the way with the K-pop Demon Hunters and me. I'll be there. It's gonna be a blast. But follow me at Archie and Chill for NASCAR wrestling content. I've been slacking on that because I've been working on the documentary. More info on that coming soon. We cooking up a lot of things in 2026, and we glad that you're here for this. But be there for that too. Check out what D-Rec doing. Check out the Hall Preezy Universe, and of course, check out what I got going on. Hope this week was good to you and good for you. We got a new champion. And man, I can't wait to see what happens for Drew. He's starting off the year off right, and I hope you starting off the year off right as well. Look, I might pop in on the Attitude Era social medias and YouTube from Fan Expo tomorrow live. So, you know, we're gonna give y'all a glimpse. But till then, have a good weekend. If you're new to the channel, check out the content, subscribe, and we out. Attitude Era Podcast. We will see y'all Monday during the main event of Monday Night Raw, or possibly this weekend from Fan Expo. But hit that notification button so you don't miss a thing. See y'all later. Peace. What up, Vinny?